Welcome to another episode of the Almost Tipsy Vegan. And I gotta confess to y'all, uh, I filmed this a while back, and for some reason, the video did not turn out. So we're doing it again because it turned out so good. Now, the video I just videoed, I made the black beans, and I want to be as transparent as I can. Put a little too much salt in here. So a little trick is to cut up a potato and put in here. I've picked them out. I'm not a saltaholic. My wife is. But anyway, so we got some of the salt out. So anyway, y'all watch the video on the baked bean or the black beans. They are excellent. Uh, if you like salt, they taste really, really good. But anyway, here we're gonna make the black bean burgers, and hopefully they turn out as good as the last ones did. So I took part of the black beans that I cooked and we're gonna put them in a food processor, and we're gonna cook them. Okay. Now that's kind of coarse right now. So what I'm gonna do is it needs to be a little bit more liquefied. So I'm going to go ahead and start putting some of my ingredients in here to make it more liquid. So here I'm playing just plain old Worcestershire. I'm just going to put, that's probably about 2 tablespoons, probably. Okay, that's all we got. So I'm going to put it back in there and see if that's enough. Okay. So it's getting close, very, very close. But I need to stir it a little bit more. Let's see. Okay, now then, because that still needs a little bit more liquid in there, I'm going to add a little bit of liquid smoke to it. And that's probably about a good 2 teaspoons, probably. So we'll see how that does. Okay, that's looking really good. That's looking really good right now. So what I'm going to do now is I want these to be a little bit more coarse. So I'm going to put some more black beans in there, right here. I'm going to put them in the food processor. Okay, because I wanted the base part to be more ground up. These to be just a rough chop. And I'm going to put a little bit of the juice in here to help it out a little bit. So, okay. So, there we go. And we'll get that out of the way. And again, this would be just a really rough, just a quick chop. Okay. So I'm going to take this out and I'm going to try to show it to you. You can see it's got some beans in there still whole. And I'm going to put it in the pot here, in the pan. Let me take this thing out, get it out of the way. If y'all can see it pouring out. Get it all out of there. Now the fun part starts. We get to start mixing all our ingredients. I had a lady tell me that she doesn't cook with more than 5 ingredients, and I told her, well, you don't get a lot of flavor then, do you? Because we use a lot of ingredients, and we have a lot of flavor. Okay, so get that out of there. Okay, so we've got our beans in here. We are done with this. I'm going to get this out of the way. So now then, I'm going to add, this is an egg replacement. It's chia seeds. It's been soaking in water. And you see it's got about the consistency of an egg. It should be about 2 eggs worth. So I'm going to put these in here. Okay. It's chia seed. It's just a binder, that's all it is. Okay. Now, what I like to do here, clean up a little bit, is here I've got some beets, just diced up beets that they're from a can. They've already been cooked. They're soft. This can give it an earthy flavor and give a little bit of red texture or coloring. And beets are so healthy for you. You know, I talk about beets all the time with blood pressure. I've also cut up, diced up some mushrooms. Again, this is going to give it a earthy and add moisture to it. So that's going to make it taste so good. And mushrooms are so healthy for you. So get this out of the way. And now this is going to help it stay together. This is ground up oatmeal. It's just I took oatmeal, put it in the food processor, and ground it up. We can pour that in there. And this is that was about a half a cup of oatmeal, and this is 2/3 of a cup of toasted walnuts. This is gonna give it a really good flavor, a little bit of crunch factor in there. Okay, so we got that. Now we like ours fairly hot, so I want to put I'm gonna put 1 teaspoon of red pepper flakes. Okay. Well, I'm gonna put 2 just for we like ours pretty warm. So it's 2 teaspoons of red pepper flakes. Okay. Again, I like the smokiness of it. I'm gonna put 1 teaspoon of this is chipotle pepper. Okay. Now remember, I've already put the liquid smoke in there. I used what I had in there. Okay. I'm also going to put about, I'm going to say a half of this is Kraft barbecue sauce. I'm going to put about a half of a jar in there. About like that. That's about a half. We may need some more, if not sure. And I'm also going to put, this is smoked paprika. This is going to be really smoky, I'm going to put 2 teaspoons in that. It's smoked paprika. And I'm going to sprinkle some garlic powder. Sprinkle some garlic powder on here. Like that. Now, I'm also going to put some onions in here that have been diced up. No, I tell you what, I'm not going to put onions in there. I changed my mind because the beans were cooked with onions, and I don't want too much in there because I'm going to add this organic no salt seasoning, and it's got a good bit of onions, garlic, stuff in there. So I'm going to add that. I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of that because it has a lot of flavoring to it. Okay, done with that. And I'm going to put, this just has a lot of flavoring and help benefits. It's nutritional yeast. It's nutritional yeast. I'm going to put, this would be about a quarter of a cup of that. So just like that. And I got to add a little bit of salt and pepper. I'm not going to add too much salt. I'm just sprinkle some salt on there, probably about just a little bit. And I'm going to put, we're going to put a teaspoon of black pepper in there. Okay. Now, the final ingredient right now, we may need more barbecue sauce liquid, but again, if you're barbecuing, grilling, you may like some kind of Jack Daniels or something. So again, we're going to add Jack Daniels to this. And again, if I'm cooking, well, you got to be drinking, right? So just a little bit of Jack Daniels. I don't get too much, get too tipsy, but okay. So we're going to pour just a little bit. Just to give a lot of flavoring. That's probably about 2 shots I poured in there. And we're going to stir this around, mix it all together. And what you're striving for here is a consistency so it cooks well together. The oven, while I'm doing this, has been heating up. The oven is, I'm cooking these at 400 degrees. I'm going to put it on a pan lined with parchment paper. So and again, all the beets in here can give it a good coloring. The binders here, this is very, very healthy. The black beans are so healthy for you. So we stir it all together, and you can see what it looks like right here. Okay, now then, the good thing about this is it's not raw meat, so I can taste of it without I fear getting sick. So that's delicious. That's really, really delicious. So what I'm gonna do now is pat them out. And I'm just gonna use my hands. So I'll just pat one out, and then I'll pat the rest of them out and show you what they're supposed to look like. And I like to pat mine sort of thin, like this. And these are not going to shrink up much because there's no fat in there. So I'm going to put them on the plate, like on the pan like this. And I'll put them in the oven, cook them at 400 degrees, about 25 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. I have to watch them. I'll flip them over, turn them on the other side, cook them again. When it's done, I'll come back and show you what they look like. Okay, these came out of the oven. They cooked for 35 minutes on one side and 20 minutes on the other side, again at 400 degrees. And I'm showing you one pan, and we had 2 pans. And this is the other pan. And now you'll see how pretty they turned out. Isn't that just gorgeous? So what we're going to do now is make a hamburger. While they were in there, I put a bun in there with a little bit of this vegan cheese on there. We put a little bit of spinach on there. We didn't have any big tomatoes, so we're gonna have a couple of tomatoes on here, like that. I like pickles, so if you like pickles, put them on there. Put a little bit of, this is spicy mustard. Okay. Oops, made a mess. I won't close that, so I won't make a. And then on this side, we're parrot heads too. So cheeseburger in paradise song. So we're gonna have some. Of course, we should have Heinz 57, but we don't have Heinz 57, so we're gonna have ketchup. So, and now I'm gonna take one of the burgers here and see how good they look. I'm gonna put it on top. Of course, of these little bitty buns we've got are not that big, so we'll see what it tastes like without the bun on there. Get a little bit without the bun, and oh, that's delicious. You can taste the walnuts. It's got spice in there. Uh, I think even meat eaters would like this. They're so healthy for you. So y'all give it a try. It took a lot of time and effort to get it all put together, but it's well worth the effort. I'm the Almost Tipsy Vegan.